And welcome back, everyone, to the Lantern Corps series. Today's Lantern Corps comes from CJM, who asked the question, what is the Lantern Corps of Satoru Gojo from JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen? Now, full disclosure, I've actually never fully watched Jujutsu Kaisen. I've only seen clips. I know a decent part of a chunk of the story. But I am familiar with Gojo to enough degree I think I can give a Lantern Corps. He's not the main character, but he's the main badass. He's the... What's the best way to put it? He's the Yamamoto, the Hokage, the Saitama, he's the big main honcho of his world in terms of power, or he was. Spoilers if you haven't read the series. And as such, yeah, that comes with a lot of expectations. It comes with a lot of interpretations, how we view him, how people view him, how he views himself. So what Lantern Corps do I think works? I've got 4 different candidates here. Now, right out the gate, let's get a couple of the ones that don't work out of the way. Sorrow, no, he's not a Sorrow Lantern, not even close. Shame, also not an Ultraviolet. No, he doesn't really carry any shame with him as far as I can tell. Now, beyond that, he's not a White Lantern because of how he definitely is a lively guy and is definitely someone who values the life of people. He also will kill people, and particularly curses, but people as well. So doesn't really work in his favor. Neither as a Death Lantern because he's not the embodiment of death or anything like that. So let's talk about something that he could qualify for. Right out the gate, it's boring, but green. Green makes sense. Great will, overcoming great fear, that works in Gojo's favor. So I'd have to say green, certainly. But another one is fear. Like, he scared the crap. He had a rep, and he lived up to the rep almost all the time. And so he was definitely someone to be reckoned with and feared. I'd actually even say that he was probably more feared than his willpower. That sentence didn't work. His willpower is great, but his rep probably gave him a made him a better candidate for fear is probably what I was trying to say. So that being said, moving on, he's not a Rage Lantern. Wasn't someone who really had a rage in his life or anything like that. Definitely wasn't motivated by it. I also don't think he was motivated by, I couldn't tell if he was motivated by love or compassion or lack thereof. Love, definitely not. Compassion, definitely not. He cared clearly, but it wasn't like his defining feature. Now, that being said, he's also not a very greedy individual. Avarice doesn't seem to fit this character very much. It's not like he was demanding more and more and more. He was just kind of content with his life a bit. But hope, I think, works. I mean, he was someone who, would I say he was the embodiment of hope? No, but he was someone who always lifted the spirits of the individuals there, and people always put their faith in him, because he was among all others, I am the one who stands above all, or something like that was what he would say. So Hope would at least be a contender. As I said, not Black Lantern, not a White. Though a White Lantern, you would think he could be a White Lantern, but I don't think he could be, personally. Last, though, is a wild card option here. Gold. Now, I don't bring Gold up too much in this list. And that's because Gold, you have to kind of be happy your entire life, not only happiness, to be a Gold Lantern. And I don't know all of Gojo's past, to be fair, or at the very minimum, know only happiness for the majority of your life. Gojo never seemed depressed, never seemed angry, never seemed sad. Never seemed sad. He always seemed very chipper, happy, all that. And it wasn't usually didn't seem to be masking anything. He just generally seemed to be that kind of guy. So I would be remiss if I didn't include I just got up. I'd be remiss if I didn't at least include a Gold Lantern Core option in there. So, which Lantern Core do I think he's the most qualified for? I'd actually say it's probably either Gold or Fear, weirdly enough. Like, his reputation precedes him in Jujutsu Kaisen. So Fear at least has to be considered. Gold, though, I haven't had a Gold Lantern Corps member in a while. Gold is certainly an interesting option to have. Between the two, I think I'd lean more towards yellow than gold. But I might actually have gold as a secondary option, followed by Will, and then Hope leading the not leading, but carrying the rear. So yeah, I'd go Fear, Gold, Will, and Hope. Those would be my choices. But that's just my thoughts on it. What do you think? What is the Lantern Corps of Satoru Gojo in your opinion? Let me know in the comments below. Till then, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.